guys, welcome back to our channel. I am your host Star, a self-taught artist, and thank you for clicking on today's video. I will tell you here and now before this video starts, because I feel like my words get jumbled as I continue talking about this piece. I do not hate any attempts that I did in this video. I'm just, I guess, mostly stressed for the fact that it didn't look like the reference piece. Hopefully that clears up anything if you end up getting confused later down the line in this video. But yeah, so this video is going to just be me talking about my process and my thoughts when I'm working on this piece. And the rest of the video is just gonna be some chill, relaxing music as the speed paint comes to a close. So I hope you guys are interested and I hope you guys like that. But before we get started, here's a word from our sponsor, aka just me. Hi, a lot of time, energy, and money goes into making these videos on this channel and our second channel, Genstar, our commentary review channel. So, if you like the content you see so far, please consider supporting us on Ko-Fi and in our Instagrams, all linked down below. With that said, I really hope you guys enjoyed the rest of this video. So I'm going to just give a quick overview about this whole entire process and my thoughts while drawing this person that I found on Pinterest. And like I said, the rest of the video just going to be some chilling, relaxing music. And so consider drawing along with me and let me know your thoughts down below. So yeah, I found this person on Pinterest and I just saved them to my reference folder. So on Pinterest, I have like folders where just like for inspiration, for references, and things like that. So every time I save a real person in my Pinterest board, it's for like a painting that I want to do. Either like I want to do like a realism painting, you know, like draw them, or there's some aspect of their face, of their clothing that I want to just paint by itself. So when I was looking back through videos on our channel just to see like how long and how far we've come. Also, quick note, thank you so much for the amazing support. After like a year and 3 months of doing YouTube, we went from 11 subscribers, and I think currently right now we have 140, and that just means that's just mind-blowing to us. I know 140 isn't a lot, but when you were doing this for over a year and you just kind of stayed around the 7 to 10 range, jumping to 140 in the last month is just, you know, amazing. I know it's because of the Encanto video that I made on this channel, which has also 12k views at the time of this recording. So thank you again. I know it was very controversial, and I definitely learned a lot from the comments of people who did comment and gave me their insights, their thoughts, people who were respectful with it. I extremely thank you a lot. I did learn a lot from or since that video was posted. Anyways, thank you so much. But yeah, I was looking through the channel and I realized, oh, the last digital painting I did was over the summer in like July or something, and I made a video about it and my thoughts about that, and I was just looking at it and I was like, did I improve? Because I haven't really touched digital painting since. And though at the time I really liked that piece, oh my god, 6+ months later, I realized I could have done a lot better, and I really did see my mistakes. But the piece itself is not bad. It will be on the screen so you guys know what I'm talking about. But the piece itself wasn't bad, but I realized that I could have done a lot better. One thing that I noticed, I'll also have the reference picture if I can find it to the side of my piece from the summer, but if not, I'll just say it. One thing I noticed was the fact that I was drawing someone who was Asian, but my piece did not look like that. Because it was very stylized in a way, I did like my typical big eyes and stuff like that. I wasn't being realistic with the proportions and the actual, like, you know, racial features. And a big thing that I have really been advocating on this channel has been drawing facial features as it is intended. If you're drawing someone of a certain race or someone of a certain ethnicity. So obviously, as a Black artist, I've been doing a lot of Black art, and I think I can convey that to at least to the best of my abilities right now. But I haven't really like branched out to doing ethnic and racial people. So when I realized that, I started to shift how I draw different races in my own stylized art, my own art style. And I was like, okay, that's great. I'm like, improving and educating myself a little bit. Now let's try to attempt another painting. So I was looking through my references and stuff like that, and I came across this picture, and I was like, this is my time to kind of redeem myself with drawing Asian people, because it was a failure the first time around. So I chose a guide this time because, one, I'm trying to push myself to draw males, and I've been doing that actually. I've been drawing a lot of males recently, so I was like, I might as well do a male this time. Also, I did a female last time, so yeah, obviously I'm gonna do a male this time. And so I went ahead and started the piece. I started off stylized, which wasn't what I wanted, and I realized that I was starting it off stylized, and I was like, even though it was a stylized art, it wasn't even like a stylized version of the reference. I've been doing also a lot of stylized versions of real people, and actually can elude that really well. But even that wasn't a stylized version of the reference. So I was like, okay, I gotta shift the features a little bit and try to make it accurate. So I shifted placements for the lips, nose, made the eyes smaller, try to do a little bit of that. That also wasn't working out. I wasn't sure what I was doing wrong, but I was like, okay, let's just add color to it, and let's just see, maybe I have to actually color and paint it, and I can actually render and shift the base sketch with the coloring stages. So that's what I started to do. I even tried to apply a new painting technique that I've seen people do, where they use a no texture straight ink brush, and then they just apply the colors as they are, whether based off lighting or based off the reference, and then either they blend or smudge on that layer, or a layer above with the clipping mask, they start rendering on top of that base, whatever that they just did. That wasn't working out for me, and since I was already stressed with the base sketch and stuff that was going on, and the fact that it didn't look like the reference, I wasn't going to struggle with a new painting technique, so I quickly got rid of that. So I grabbed one of my favorite brush for any type of painting or rendering, which is a slightly textured opaque brush, and I started layering stuff on top of it, color obviously, and it still wasn't working out. And I also made sure to put the defining features onto my drawing, which is the freckles, because I thought that maybe it will let me assess a little bit more. And once I put the freckles and everything down, I was like, oh yeah, this shit is not working out. Sorry. So I went to my sister. I went up to Jen, and I was like, girl, it might just be me because I've been working on this for hours already. But can you look at this and let me know what's up? What am I doing wrong? Because it doesn't look like the reference. And she was like, yeah, it doesn't look like the reference, but it's still good. So we kind of came to that consensus. Obviously it doesn't look like the reference, but it's still good. And I was like, I know, but why does my drawing look white? I don't know what it is, but my drawing looks white. When I looked back at the reference that I the painting that I did over the summer, I looked back at it and I was like, it's not bad, painting wise, especially it being my first attempt, but the girl looks white, and the reference, she's not. So I don't know if that I have if I just need to do a lot more practice, because it wasn't working out. So I was like, okay. I stepped aside. An hour or two later, I started over again. So I went to a new canvas. I went onto Pinterest to find any tips. So there were a lot of tips to draw Asian features on Pinterest. So I looked through those. I looked through other people's artwork and things like that to kind of get a sense of what I was doing wrong and how I can improve the second time around. Like I said, stylized, I can draw Asian people because I've been practicing that, but realistic wise I can't. So yeah, Pinterest was a huge help, and I was really surprised I found a lot of tips there, and so I applied it to the best of my ability, I was like, okay, instead of doing it stylized and then shrinking down the features or moving the features around and stuff like that, I'm just gonna use the tips that I found on Pinterest and just go straight from there. So yeah, I started with the eyes, copy and paste it because it works smarter, not harder. The nose is still kind of pretty big. I could have like shrunk it or narrow it down a little bit, but in the reference his nose is pretty big, so I think that's in my head. I was like, okay, big nose, but it could have been just slightly smaller. The lips still, I don't know, I just absolutely love drawing lips. I've done videos on it. It's like TikToks, shorts, reels. I've done numerous pages of just lips. I made a whole tutorial, text tutorial with like pictures and references and like, you know, steps on how I color and draw lips. Like, I'm obsessed with lips and I can do it stylized, and I even did 3 lips in my little tutorial from realism. They were all lips from Black people, which it doesn't really make a difference. It's still like, you know, I can use a realistic picture and draw lips from there. But for some reason for this one, I just could not do it. I think it's because I've been working on this for too long that everything I did just looked horrible and looked like I just wasn't drawing it accurately. And so I every time I stepped back, I couldn't come back and like see any good. I just kept seeing a lot of mistakes. So that kind of sucked, but I just kept pushing and, you know, persevering as much as possible. I think my favorite part of the process the second time around was definitely rendering the eye. It was so good that I copy and paste the render onto the other eye because work smarter, not harder. And yeah, the eye was like the best part of this whole thing. I think out of the freckles was really, really good because the defining feature really allowed me to assess everything. Obviously, the second attempt looks better and it looks closer to what I was trying to lean for the first time around, but I still don't think it's quite like the reference, but I'm hoping that it still looks like as an Asian person. Like I'm obviously I gotta practice a lot more. I just can't assume that me doing this one time is gonna do anything. But hopefully people can look at it and be like, oh yeah, I can see what she was trying to go for. Doesn't accurately look like it, but I can see it, if you know what I mean. So I'm really hopefully it came out looking like that. And hopefully you guys agree with that. But regardless, this process was pretty stressful. I've been working on it for a long time, and I'm proud of my painting skills. If you compare the painting I did for this one to over the summer, it is a lot better. Just like painting wise, technique wise, art style wise. But I'm still not at that stage to draw something realistic, which is okay because I don't want to change my style to something that's realistic. I like the stylized art style that I have. It's just it's fluid, it's flowing, it's quite easy to do. But I'm hoping that I can apply some of these painting techniques and see how, like, my next challenge to see like how can I do like a painting but in a stylized way as opposed to some type of realistic way, if you know what I mean. So yeah, the art is good, the technique is good. I improved definitely from over the summer. Does it look like it's reference? Absolutely not. Hopefully it still alludes to what I was trying to draw, and I definitely need a lot of practice, but I really hope you guys like that, like a little insight into my thoughts. And yeah, the rest of the video is just gonna be some chill, relaxing music, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. If you enjoyed this video, you absolutely don't have to do that. Do consider supporting us on Ko-Fi. I'm trying to do like some type of revamp on our Ko-Fi to make it a lot more interesting for the upcoming months, so look forward to that, and just look forward to following our journey for the near future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing day. Jen and I will see you in the next video. Peace. Oh, and on Ko-Fi, I have commissions open, so if you like my art, then feel free to head over to Ko-Fi to commission me. Absolutely don't have to, just letting you know. Okay, have an amazing day, beautiful people. Peace.
losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all